multiplying together, we have to add them up. So how many A's? Here you have M A's, here you have N A's, so that's M plus N. Number 11. Quotient of powers with the same base. Let A be non-zero number and M and N be positive integers, so that M greater than N, any case is fine. Then A to the M divided by A to the N is A to the M minus N. Okay, what is A to the minus N? So we have to go back to this, to our previous, okay, let's see. For example, like this one. This one is actually B to the minus N. If we can understand that, because B to the minus N is actually 1 over B. So for this case, A to the M divided by A to the N is, you have A multiply A, that's M times. Divided by, you have to take out how many A's? N A's. So you have M minus N. Using this way to explain it is also okay, but this one is easier. So when they get familiar with this property, students can start using this property. Number 12, product of powers with the same base. A to the N multiply, this one is the same as number 10. Okay, practice problem 2. Part A, can you explain why 8 squared equals to 6 plus 2 squared equals to this using below graph? So that we can prove 8 squared not equal to 6 squared plus 2 squared. Okay, here we have side A and another side of A. This is 8 by 8 square, and 8 squared is this. So if we count, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we have 8 this way, so we have total of 64 squares. And if we have 6 squared, which is going to be this, 6 and 6, that's 36. 2 squared, that is this, plus 4, this is 40. So these two are not equal. Why? We have all these little squares left over. And what are those? In this problem, students can choose different ways. Here I'm going to introduce this way. 8 squared equals to 8 multiply 6 plus 2. So distributive property, right? So 8 multiply 6 first plus 8 multiply 2. And then we do distributive property one more time. So 8 is 6 plus 2, multiply 6, plus 6 plus 2, multiply 2. Distributive property, 6 multiply 6, plus 2 multiply 6, plus 6 multiply 2, plus 2 plus 2. Okay, now we have 6 squared, 2 squared, that is 40. Now we have 2 more terms. That makes up for the remainder little squares to actually come up to 64. So later on, students can use different ways. For example, 6 plus 2 squared equals to 6 plus 2 multiply 6 plus 2. Distributive properties, a little more complicated. We can start with this term, multiply 6, plus this term multiply 2, and then plus 2 multiply 6, plus 2 multiply 2 to get to the 4 terms. But using this way, you can also carry it out. For higher grade students,